Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Dim down south here with some Copenhagen Southern Blend. Sitting outside today, enjoying this nice night, and pack a lip real quick. You guys can see that. So much is left, but oh well. Got about a quarter can left. Not really that much. Alright, and I'd like to give a couple shout outs real quick to Sergeant Snooter. He went and followed me, and not followed, he subscribed. He makes good videos. He's from Permian, Texas, which is Friday Night Lights. That's where that was. Seems like a pretty cool guy. Makes some good videos. Then also, I'd like to give a shout out to Hogass 1000. He subscribed too. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Go watch his videos. He makes good videos too. Just cuts down right to the chase. He tells you a story and everything. Think he does a really good job, and he's not afraid to voice his opinion, so that's another good thing. But oh yeah, I forgot in the last video I was gonna show you guys my tattoo. It's a cross with the praying hands, and right there it says Psalm 23:4, and then that says Grandpa, and up at the top it says Bobby G. Baker. It's after my it's a memorial for my grandpa. Today's spitter is brought to you by God, because I'm outside, so I'm just spitting on the ground. And see, I was watching one of Sergeant Snooter's videos, and he said not to talk about your dip the whole time. So I'm gonna go ahead and review this really quick. Copenhagen Southern Blend. See it. Taste. Give it a 10 out of 10. It's like it's a natural flavor, but it's sweet. And like after a while, I get that kick of like a bourbon in it. So it's like Copenhagen long cut with a hint of like straight, like just that sweet flavor, and then some bourbon. So it's probably like Cope, original Cope straight, and Cope whiskey blend or black. But yeah, fucking dogs are everywhere. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna today. I wanna know. Like, I know a lot of people up north, they call their cans of dip, they call them tins. I don't get that. Why do you call it a tin? You can comment on this and tell me. I'm just interested to know. And then I've got a couple of things. I've been watching a lot of all like shit baseball players say and all that. And a couple of things that really get on my nerves as a dipper are every time you go to put a dip in and you're out a crowd of people, everybody has to have one. I don't know if that's with y'all, but every time I go to put one in, after I put it in my mouth, everybody's like, "Hey man, can I get a pinch?" And I mean, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I'm kind of cheap with my dip because it's pretty expensive not to buy it myself, and I don't give so much money a week. And I'm like, yeah man, get a dip, you know. I always say to like one person though, they're like, oh okay, thanks man, and then you give them the can, and it kills me because I know there's one kid, I'm not gonna say his name though. Every time he asks for a dip, I'm like, dude, you're 19, you can go buy your own shit. Why don't you just go buy it and take a dip? I'm 16. No, I can't buy it. I have to have other people buy it. Because my mom won't buy it. She said she'd give me money, but she just won't buy it, so. But every time he's like, yeah, man, can I get dip? I'm like, alright. So like, I'll hand him the can, and he'll be like, I don't really like this flavor. I'm like, well, just put a small one in then. He goes, no, I mean, I can stand it. And I'm like, alright, dude, just put one in. And he's like, alright, man, appreciate it. I'm like, whatever, dude. So like, he'll put one in, and he won't just put one in. Like, he puts in a big ass dip, and he only keeps it in for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, dude, that's such a waste. Why do I even give you dip? Cause like, he'll take a fair size pinch about like that, put it in his mouth, and I'll be like, alright, here, hand me the can. No, I'm not done with it. Alright, whatever. And then he'll put another one in, about, and then he'll keep putting tiny ones in. I'm like, why don't you just take one pinch? Like, one pinch that would result to all of those. And he goes, I don't really know. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. But like, every time he has dip, shit. Alright, I gotta keep this screen on so y'all can see me. Every time he has dip, he's like, don't take a big one. And you know, he dips like grizzly wintergreen, so I don't really, like, if he offers a dip, I take it every once in a while. Like when I just like a little bit of my own left, I'll take one from him. He's always like, take a small one. I'm like, dude, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You fucking sit there and rate my can, and you tell me to get a small one. Like, fuck it, dude. So, you know, I'll put in a big ass dip, and he'll be like, dude. I'm like, dude, I'll have this in for like 2 hours. Because usually when I put a dip in, it's a long ordeal. Because, like, I have friends who will put a dip in, and they'll keep it in for like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Like, it gets old. I was like, if I put dip in for 20 minutes, and it's fine with me. But I mean, I have to keep it in longer than that, because that seems to be a waste. And another thing that you hate when you're a dipper, seeing the full can, like Copenhagen for instance. You buy the can, crack it, pack it up, open it. Seems like somebody took a fucking big ass dip out of it every time. I mean, Copenhagen's my favorite dip, because it's the best there is. But I just hate seeing that shit. I'm like, why don't you just pack it all the way? Like, you make shitload of money off of this. You can at least pack it for us, like, all the way. Like Grizzly and Red Seal. I don't know. I really don't dip Skull. I haven't had Skull in a long time, so I don't really remember if they have it or not. But yeah. And then another thing I hate, living here in Florida, prices are terrible for dip. In my previous videos, I've already told you all the prices, but it's bullshit. And then, he's like, what else do you hate to hear when you're a dipper? I don't know about y'all, but I just hate spending bottles. I'm gonna order a mud jug here soon when I get the money. Cause like, it seems like I always have like 4 or 5 bottles just sitting in my room filled like with spit. Cause like, I'm always like, yeah, I'll just use one bottle and, you know, dump it out, rinse it out, and keep using it. But I'm too lazy to do that. And see, no, the only thing that gets on my nerves the most is when like your friends come over to your house, and I'm like, they're like, dude, can I get a dip? And I'm like, yeah. Like, but like they have their own, or I give them one or whatever. Cause like, I'm like, well, my mom doesn't really like seeing it in my mouth, but we're in my room, so I guess it's fine. And then you go over to their house, you know, you put a dip in, and they're like, dude, what are you doing? What if my mom walks in? I'm like, well, like, what is she gonna do? Just like get mad at me? I'll be like, my mom doesn't care, so I don't see why you would care, because you're not my mother. And then, you know, that shit, like, kids who come over to your house and do shit, and then when you go to their house, you can't do what they do at your house. It's fucking stupid. Let's see, I'm trying to think of things to talk about to make this video interesting. Oh yeah. Another weird thing is, like, I don't know, I just like to know, like, when you're wearing a pair of jeans, where do you put your dip? I mean, I put mine left back pocket. I know a lot of people, I actually know people who, like, they're allowed to dip, but like they put it in their waistband. Cause like I don't want people seeing it in my pocket, and I'm like, the fuck? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I know a lot of people who put it in their front pocket, but I can't do that. I feel like a queer. Which I mean, like a lot of people probably just think it's uncomfortable, but I've been doing it for a long time and put it in the same place. You know, my jeans have fucking faded out rings. I think it looks pretty cool. And another thing that I hate, this is probably gonna be the last one, is when you're sitting there in class and you get up. Like, if you're like me and put it in your back pocket and you have the ring, fucking teacher always asks, what is that in your back pocket? I'm like, my wallet? Because, like, I don't really have any. Like, when I'm at school, I'll either put it behind my wallet or, like, I'll just put it in my backpack. And then they're like, take out everything out of your pockets. And I'm like, alright. So I just throw my wallet down. Like, I pat, and I'm like, it's just a ring. I don't have it with me, which I do. And, I want to know, also want to know, all you guys who watch my videos, do you guys like Dippin school? Because, I mean, I do. I have no problem with it. I just put a tiny pinch in, like in the back, and I'll, smooth it out, and most of the time I just swallow my spit when I'm in class, because I'm too sketched out to spit in a bottle. So, yeah, that's pretty much my video. Sometime this week, I'll get a video of my truck for y'all. Probably dipping in the truck too. But as for now, this is my video. Y'all keep dipping and spitting. I'd love some shout outs. If you want a shout out, just tell me. Subscribe. Well, if you subscribe to me, I'll give you a shout out. Because I'm like that. Whoever my new subscribers are, I'll shout you out. So y'all keep dipping and spitting. This is Dippin' Down South, and I'm out. See y'all later.